Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Sunday late afternoon / early evening episode of Ted's Boo Cellar with me, your most gracious host Ted. It is currently 22 past 5 on the 7th of February 2021. So I hope you're all doing well, and if you're not, then I hope things improve for you very, very promptly. I know that's obviously pretty difficult with the world being on fire at the moment, but, let's hope things get back to normal as soon as possible. But anyway, on to today's video. Now, I'm going to be taking a look today at the last of the beers that I got using the gift from my friends Alex and Matt for my birthday, and yeah, they gave me just a couple of quid just to go get myself some beers, and that's what most of the last 2 weekends worth of videos on this channel have been about. So a few of them that I got I'd already reviewed, because I got this basically big variety box of classic British ales, and there's one left called Razorback that I'm pretty sure I have reviewed before, so I'm just going to drink that in my own time. But this one today I definitely haven't tried before. This is Take Courage Best Bitter. I'm not sure if that is how you say it, but yeah. Oh no, sorry, I think Courage is the name of the brewery actually. So it says on the back, yeah, Courage was founded by the intrepid John Courage in 1787 and rapidly gained a reputation for quality. To this day, the Courage cockerel remains the mark of a high quality beer. This is why those in the know choose to take Courage over any other beer. Yeah, looks pretty good. So this is a beer by Courage. I think the name of the beer is Take, and it's a best bitter. And it looks pretty good. Very classic sort of British style packaging. I'll give that a good 9 out of 10. Yeah, very nice. Actually, no, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It looks handsome. Simple, clean, crisp design, and I like the contrast of white against silver and blue. So that looks really nice. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for that. Now this is a bitter, and it's 3.6%. So it's a little bit on the weaker side. Slightly weaker, I think, from memory than Harvey's Best Bitter, which I think is something around the region of 4.0 or 4.1%. But yeah, so this is only 3.6%. So unless you're absolutely chugging it down, you're probably not going to get too blitzed off of it. But let's give ourselves a quick snifter of it and see what our first impressions are like. So, weirdly enough, it actually doesn't smell too dissimilar from Harvey's Best Bitter. The thing is, though, it has this interesting sort of little after smell of this slightly sweet cocoa-iness, which is not what I usually assume with a sort of traditional British style bitter. But I'm interested to see where this goes, because I do like classic old style ales and I like bitters. So yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. So we'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water first, and I think I'll give the smell probably a 6 out of 10. It smells nice, it's just not particularly notable. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this tastes like. So once again, to Matt and Alex, thank you so much. I appreciate your gift with great gusto, very much so. So bottoms up. For bitter, this is quite light. There's a bit of fizz, and the finish of the texture is a bit muddled, but overall it's very smooth. And the flavour is really simple, but it's weirdly, for a bitter, it's quite refreshing. It's a slightly bitter undertone with a kind of roasted sweet finish, which is odd for a bitter, but no, this is nice. It's a very simple drink that doesn't have many dimensions to its flavour, but what it does have is brewed and put in there very competently. Generally, this is a simple beer, but it's a very good simple beer, and sometimes that's better than having a beer that's a bit overambitious in terms of its flavours and combinations and kind of messes things up. Even though I've reviewed quite a few of those kind of ambitious, weird flavoured beers before. and ended up liking them. But sometimes it's good just to go back to simplicity. Pardon me. But yeah, no, out of the bitters I've had before, this is probably one of the most underrated ones I've ever had. This is really good. I don't know if I'd rate it as highly as Harvey's Best Bitter, because the texture is a bit muddled and that does sort of make it not the smoothest drinking experience, but the texture doesn't ruin the flavour and the drinking experience overall completely, and the flavour itself is, despite not being striking in terms of how full it is, it's still pleasant enough to drink that you can enjoy it consistently throughout. So I can't really think of too much to criticise about this. I just wish that it was a slightly smoother drinking experience in terms of the texture. I'm not entirely into like the slightly sweet finish, but it's still not too bad. And then the flavour I think is generally pretty good, but it could just be filled out a little bit more. But generally overall, this is a nice beer that I think anyone should try, especially people who are thinking of going into bitters for the first time, because it's very simple and it's quite palatable, generally speaking. So yeah, I think I'll give this a good 8 out of 10. This is actually really nice. There's just a couple of little things that I would tweak, but overall it's still a nice beer that I will probably go out of my way to get again in the future, because it is nice and it is pleasant to drink and I enjoy it quite a lot. So yeah, well done. So yeah, well done, Courage. You've done yourself proud. So to anyone who viewed this video and liked it, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my social medias and other YouTube channels and everything else in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.